Hey everybody, welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. Today we're going to be making a vanilla wafer cake. This is an old recipe. I mean a really old recipe. So I just put 2 sticks of butter in here and I just beat them up, and I'm going to put in 1 3/4 cup of white sugar. And we're going to have 6 eggs, and we're going to put 1 egg at a time and beat. Eggs. You ever just have days when everything goes wrong? I'm telling you, I was getting all my stuff out. I couldn't find nothing that I was looking for. Then as soon as I improvised and went a different way, I found what I was looking for. We've got storms. We've had storms for days. We've had storms for days around here, on and off during the day. We've had flood watch. We've had all kinds of stuff going on. I wonder what kind of weather y'all have been having. Okay, I'm going to set this right over to the side. The next thing I'm going to do is take 1 box. I was going to show y'all. 1 box. This is an 11-ounce box of vanilla wafers. And I put them in a Ziploc bag. And I'm going to grab my rolling pin. And I'm going to crush them. I'm going to let just a little bit where that air can come out. You can, if you want to put them in your food processor or anything like that, you can. I just didn't want to dirty nothing else. You don't want these just beat into powders. You want them in little small pieces, but just not beat into smithereens, you know? Sometimes I feel like I'd rather beat it like that because we can leave just a little bit of pieces. Yeah. That way I could see the big pieces and just hit on them. I've been wanting to make this cake for so long. It's in an old recipe book, and I thought, well, I don't have time. I need to, you know, got other things to do. Okay, that's it. I've got them beat up. Whew. Now I want to go exactly by this recipe, and it says to cream the butter and sugar and eggs and then add the milk, and there's supposed to be let me see, a 1/2 cup of evaporated milk. We're going to get that out. I know I've got a lot of stuff around here, just a mess. But 1/2 cup, and don't worry, that won't go to waste. I've got another recipe I'm going to be doing, and I will save that. So I'm going to put, get that back around here. I'm going to put this evaporated milk in a little bit at a time. This is not regular milk, it's evaporated milk. I'm going to put in the vanilla, 11 ounces of vanilla wafers. Whoops. Just about dropped it, didn't I? Take that in slow. Get that all the way around the sides. I could take a spatula, but I've got little rubber tips on my beaters. Then I'm going to put in about, I covered it up to keep it from getting dry when I was getting my ingredients ready. I've got 1 3/4 cup. Let me make sure. No, it's 1.5 cups. 1.5 cups of, that's just regular flaked coconut. I looked up the recipe to see if it was like the one I had, and you know, a lot of people was complaining that they had a hard time getting it out of their cake pan. So, and this calls for hang on a minute. This recipe calls for some lemon extract. I mean, not lemon, but vanilla extract. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon. And that's vanilla bean paste. Is what I use, but you can just use a good vanilla, okay? Now, let me make sure. We've creamed our butter with our sugar, and then we added our 6 eggs, 1 at a time, continuing mixing in between. We put our vanilla wafers in, our coconut, and our vanilla extract. I'm going to beat that in just a minute. Then we're going to fold in the rest of this. Preheat my oven. To 350 degrees. 350 degrees. That's what I'm going to do. Put my over here. I'm going to put in a cup of chopped pecans. Get my spatula. Ooh, I don't want to knock over my vanilla bean paste. That's from the Vanilla Bean King. Just folding that in. I'm gonna really coat my bundt pan really good, okay? Just going over and over to mix that up and let it sit there for a few minutes while I grab my pan. Okay, we have greased our bundt pan really good with our pan coating. And now we're going to put our cake into our bundt pan. I've got my oven preheated to 350. We're going to bake this about an hour or an hour and 10 minutes. It depends on your oven. Smells delicious. You say, well, Nan, there's no baking soda, there's no baking powder. That's part of using the vanilla wafers. It gets it right out of the vanilla wafers. Can't wait to see how this turns out. I've read and heard about this for so long, and it's just a blessing to be able to finally try it. Boy, I've got a lot of dishes to wash. Okay, I'm just gonna drop that a few times and pop it in the 350-degree oven. And we'll keep an eye on it, and I'll let you know when it comes out. Okay, the recipe that I had got called for a caramel sauce. And so I'm just doing it exactly like she did it. I'm going to turn around here and I'm going to prop this up so I can see it. I've got 4 tablespoons of melted butter in here. And I'm going to put in 1 cup of packed brown sugar. I'm going to put in, let's see, let me get my measuring cup. I'm going to put in a 1/2 cup of milk. I thought I just got the milk out. Hang on a minute. This is a 1/4 cup measuring cup, and so I'm going to fill this up twice so that I've got a 1/2 cup of milk. 1, 2. So that makes 1/2 cup of just regular milk. I remember I thought about using that evaporated milk. If you want to use the evaporated milk, you can use that too. And then I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of vanilla. See if I can get every little drop off of that spoon. Okay. Now I'm going to put in, love my little thing. It just took the lid off of this light corn syrup so quickly. I'm going to put, let me make sure I got that measurement right. 2 tablespoons of light corn syrup. There's 1. I spilled just a tad on my eye, and that's going to make a nasty thing to clean up. Sorry about that. So I put in there a 1/2 cup of white sugar. I put in 1 cup of brown sugar. I put in 4 tablespoons of melted butter or margarine, 2 tablespoons of corn syrup, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and a 1/2 cup of milk. Let's try and let all that get out of that measuring spoon. You wouldn't believe how much, look how much is coming off my finger. I mean, you just think that there's nothing there, but there is something there. Okay, let's just mix this and see what it says. Bring it to a boil and let it boil for 1 minute. And remove it and you're ready to go. And my cake, I checked it at 1 hour and it needed a little bit more bacon, okay? So I've still got it going. It's different in each oven. You know that. It's different in each oven. So we're going to check it again here in a few minutes. We got it boiling. We're going to start timing it for 1 minute. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. We're going to boil it for 1 minute. You can use this caramel sauce for, you can use it for, you know, pouring it over your cake after it cools, or you can use it for pouring it over each individual slice, you know, cutting a slice of cake and just drizzling it over it. You can use it like that too. Remember, I used a half a cup of white sugar, 1 cup of packed brown sugar, 4 tablespoons of butter, and I melted the butter and then added my other things into it. 2 tablespoons of corn syrup, and that was just light corn syrup, and 2 teaspoons, and I use vanilla bean paste. You can use just regular 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now this is the caramel sauce. This is the caramel sauce that was with the cake. Like I said, I got this recipe from a lady that done the cake, and she had added the caramel sauce to it. So the old original one, I don't think had the caramel sauce. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and make it and maybe put it over. Hang on a minute. I didn't put my half a cup of sugar. You know, do you ever have, I've had a day all day long like this. I told y'all. Look at this. My goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Left out the sugar. The brown sugar would probably be in a plenty, but I'm just going to bring this up and let it dissolve, because it's already done its boiling for a minute. I know y'all don't do things like this, but this is just life, you know, when you're trying to talk to a camera and I'm just going to bring it up to a boil and turn it off. As soon as my sugar, I feel like it's totally melted. Making sure there's no lumps or anything like that in it. So when you're making this, be sure and put your white sugar in and your brown sugar and your 4 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of corn syrup and 2 teaspoons of vanilla and a half a cup of milk. I'm bringing that up to a boil. And you know by now that sugar definitely is melted. Just let it boil just a second or two and turn it off. There we go. Now we're just going to set this to the side. Let it get to the consistency as it cools down that we want. And let's check on our cake. When our cake is done, we'll be back. Got my cake out of the oven. I've let it totally cool. Isn't that a beautiful cake? Beautiful cake. Let me grab me a knife right here in the drawer. I'm going to cut a little piece. I'll wait till that cake is pretty well cool. Look at that. Moist. That looks so moist. Now, I let my caramel cool too. Like I said, you can put this on. You can put that on in, you can put that on your cake and just leave it, you know, your whole cake. Or this, oh, I wished you could just feel how moist that cake is. I'll show y'all. I put some of the caramel drizzle over it. My husband always in the morning young'uns, that's delicious. Oh my, that's delicious. Who would ever think that vanilla wafers could make a cake? It's delicious. I hope y'all get a chance to make you some. I think that I'm going to, because I know what we need for our family. And I know my husband will cut a piece and he will warm it up in the microwave. That's what he does every morning. Either way you want to do this, this is the way, this is what you can do. Oh, yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I hope y'all get a chance to make yourself one, because you're going to love it. Just want to tell you that if you want to make this cake without the caramel sauce that goes over it, it would be delicious. But I do want you to know how much it really improves the cake. And the cake is delicious, but that caramel sauce is really, really good. It's the first time I've ever made the caramel sauce. The lady that added that to the recipe, she did it a good service. Well, I want you to know how much I love y'all, how much I appreciate you. And I want to remind you that the cookbooks have come back in. And I don't think that there'll probably be another order before Christmas. So the website is up, www.FarmCookingWithNan.com, and you can order with a credit card on there, or it also gives the address if you want to send a check or money order. The cost of the cookbook is $30. That includes $5 shipping and handling in that $30. So it's $30 total, shipping and handling. But I hope y'all get a chance to get a book. I've had so many people be so sweet and kind and say such good things about it, and I just hope that y'all get a chance to get you one. I just wanted to remind you that the cookbooks are back in. A lot of people are telling me they're not getting my videos, so they're not knowing that the cookbook has even been made. So that's why I'm not one to sell anything, but that's why I keep telling y'all that the cookbooks are back in, because every day I have people that say, Nan, I didn't even know you did a cookbook. So I just want to tell you I love you. Want you to know how much God loves you. He loves you so very much, and no matter what you're going through, God is right there with you. Want you to know that you have people praying for you. I pray for you every day, sometimes multiple times a day. When God brings you all to my mind, I stop and I pray for you. And I want you to know that the Lord is right there beside of you. Just call out on his name. Don't wait too late, young'uns. This world is turning into a crazy place, isn't it? And we just need to make sure we're ready to meet him when he comes back. Well, I love you, and I will see y'all next time. Next recipe, Lord willing, okay? Bye-bye.